السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, and the youth, the leaders of tomorrow. Human dignity, it can be attacked, but it cannot be destroyed. Human freedom, they may hold your body captive, but they cannot imprison your thoughts and your spirits. Human achievement, with the gift that God gave you, you can climb mountains from the valleys in which you may find yourselves. Human hope, your enduring spirit, in the face of darkness and difficulty, can lift you every day towards the ambitions that you set for yourself. We all have lives, but what is life worth if we don't struggle for the betterment of mankind? Many of you are young, and I must say, I was classifying myself as young, but the president of Ashaq Forum disposed me from this club when he said that he does not belong to that category, so I have taken myself out of that category. So those young with dreams to build a better and a greater future, there are many who would say, be practical, keep your head down, don't look to the sky. But better worlds definitely are not made by those people who look to the ground. Those who imitate their fathers, they are made by those people who dare to dream of something better than the darkness and ashes which they have inherited. Indeed, the world that we live in now is in need of you, in need of your thoughts, your feelings, and most of all your bravery. To dream for a better world is not idealism, but a necessity in a world where millions of lives continues to be destroyed by endless wars, conflicts, and battles. The impact of a human misjudgment, human miscalculation, and human evil has resulted in the severing of humanity at a global scale. Human lives across the world are in a war for their very survival. And all of this human suffering in the midst of a technological revolution as the world continues to change at an ever faster rate. There are now more than 7 billion people on this planet. By 2020, there will be more mobile phones than the population of the planet. And the number of people who own mobile phones will exceed the amount of people that have access to running water. News and media have become social. The way that we produce and consume media has become transformed in the last decade, more than any other time in the history. Digital disruption is accelerating on multiple digital platforms. Technologies keep multiplying on how we interact and view media and information. Usage is exploding on all platforms. The amount of information keeps growing in an exponential fashion. In the past minute, just imagine 16 million text messages were sent. Maybe some are out of this room. 3.5 million searches were made on Google. 1.8 million snaps were created on Snapchat. 4.1 million videos were viewed on YouTube. 156 million emails were sent. The data volume, which is just exploding. I remember when I bought my first computer in 1985, it has a 640K storage. I was arguing with my daughter a couple of days ago. She wanted a 2 terabyte space on her laptop. Oh my God. More data has been created in the past 2 years than in the entire history of the human race. Big data analytics, artificial intelligence, and machine learning are becoming mature. Artificial intelligence and machines are changing civilization in very fundamental ways. The Washington Post, for example, and other news media have started using artificial intelligence, news boots, to create sports and financial articles. Bitcoin and the blockchain are changing finance and economics. Only 2 months ago, I was discussing the value of Bitcoin. It was about $1,800. Today, I think it's trading at $4,400. But with all the excitement and advancement in technology, critical human issues remain. The suffering of millions across the world continues. Poverty, famine, and inequality continue in a world full of technology and media. Conflict and war continue to ravage the world. The oppressed continue to be overlooked. Their voices drowned out by the focus on celebrities and figures of power by mainstream media. We continue to be surrounded by humanitarian nightmares. There are at least 500,000 Rohingya refugees that had to flee the ethnic genocide in Myanmar, unfortunately. There are 6.5 million Syrians displaced within Syria and a further 4 million abroad. It is estimated that more than 500,000 Syrians have been killed. Civilian casualties in Iraq are no better, where some estimates state that there are over 1 million killed. The situation in Palestine continues to be unresolved, with continued suffering. The economics of the Arab world have left many youth feeling abandoned and uncertain about their futures. The world is at a crossroad, and as all we know, change is not easy. But we are not helpless. We have the methods to solve the issues of the world with the tools that we have: ideas, media, and technology. And you have been given talents by God, whether that is in strategy, in building things, or finding solutions, and whether your passion is in economics, in technology, in media, or in politics, you definitely have a role to play. My own life experience and media experience at Al Jazeera Media Network has taught me many things. Change is not easy, as I said, and can take years and decades. It is a process that needs vision and dedication. It is what Al Jazeera has tried to do from its humble beginnings. From its start in 1996, Al Jazeera launched with a mission to create a progressive news and media channel in the heart of the Arab world. Al Jazeera's enduring media objective is to give a voice to the voiceless and to create a space for dialogue and debate. In doing so, we disrupted the Arab media landscape with honest, independent, groundbreaking journalism, a first of its kind for the region. In the process, we elevated the level of dialogue and discussion on vital social, political, historical, and cultural issues to offer audience a more informed, unfiltered, and inclusive view of their own world. So our audience could understand the narrative not represented by mainstream media. We sought to create a clarity through understanding. We represented diversity, depth, truth, courageous reporting, and brought the narratives of the forgotten and the voiceless to the screen. But it came with a price. Our journalists were killed. Our journalists were imprisoned and tortured in the service of these great aims. In fact, some of the most definitive of these moments of my learning have been my interaction with the men and women who had devoted their lives to bringing the truth to the attention of the world. I had not thought about what it means to stand in an open field with bullets and bombs falling around me, faced with the reality that this could be my last news report, my last words, and my last day on earth. In truth, some of these men and women died. Atwar Bahjat, Tariq Ayoub, and many others. May God rest their peace in soul, their soul in peace. Yet, others were cast into prison and tortured. And for what? For wanting to bring the reality of a world gone wrong to the eyes and ears of those who could do something about it. The courage and bravery of those men and women continues to inspire me. We were targeted by nations, by governments, and the powerful who would have preferred the voice of dissent, the opinion and the other opinion, and the dreams of those without power to be silenced. Recently, a demand was made by Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Egypt, UAE, and Israel to shut down Al Jazeera. But this is nothing new to us. We will continue with our mission and with whatever sacrifice that entails, because we believe the media and technology can help move humanity forward. It is what we call Al Jazeera spirit. It is clear that there is a fundamental need for depth to understand the human issues and bring solutions. There is a need for dialogue and debate. There is a need for clarity. So what is the role of media and technology in today's world? Richard Branson made a quote that I believe gets to the heart of the matter. He said that, and I quote, "If you aren't making a difference in other people's life, you shouldn't be in business." It is that simple. Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, said, "For me, it matters that we drive technology as an equalizing force, as an enabler for everyone around the world." And Steve Jobs once said, "Technology is nothing. What's important is that you have a faith in people, that they are basically good and smart. And if you give them tools, they will do wonderful things with them." In a similar vein, we believe at Al Jazeera that media and technology can serve to push humanity forward. Al Jazeera has come far in a relatively short span of time, but there is still far to go, and we will continue with the courage, intelligence, and innovations that we started with to chart new territories and to serve our mission wherever it leads. Nothing good comes easy, and change is not easy, as I said. And sometimes we may need to travel many dark nights before we reach the light of the day. So please remember human dignity. It can be attacked, but it cannot be destroyed. Human freedom. They may hold your body captive, but they cannot imprison your thoughts and your spirit. Human achievement. With the gifts that God gave you, you can climb mountains from the valleys in which you may find yourselves. And a human hope, your enduring spirit, in the face of the darkness and difficulty, can lift you every day towards the ambitions that you set for yourself. You, as youth, as the leaders of the future, are definitely that force. You have the ability, you have the vision, you have the tools to take this region forward, to take this world forward, and to push humanity forward. Thank you very much.